This is a video about Keno.cpp in the CS140 class. This is Lab 6. So in Keno.cpp, you are calculating odds for the Keno game. This is actually a really easy program, I think, compared to like all of the work that you've just done in product. So this should only be like 50 lines or less. In this, you are really just basically printing, including stuff that you read in from the command line, like bet and balls picked. You read that in and you just print it right back out. You are printing some really simple stuff and then printing calculations based on the math that you have already done in product.h. So make sure at the top you include product.h, and you'll want to declare a product type in order to use all of these calculations. So you can think of the product class now as a type, and then declare a variable for it. So I called this probability. I had this up in my variable declarations. Now, if you ever want to use one of the functions that you already made, which you will need to do, like the multiply, binomial, etc., you can just say probability dot, and then whatever function that you need, like multiply binomial, and then take in your parameters right here. So remember, you use the dot notation if you are declaring it this way, not as a pointer. So the formulas that you will need to use for this are written out explicitly in the lab write-up. So just follow those formulas exactly in the lab write-up. Later on down, when he explains more about Keno specifically and not about the binomial formula, you'll note that he tells you exactly how to calculate normalized, how to calculate your return, etc. Just follow that to a T, and it should be a fairly simple like print, and then a section with the calculations, and then some final print statements. You can even print in that part with the calculations too. So again, that really, I really can't say much more because it is spelled out explicitly in the lab write-up what you need to do. So again, this is key. You should not be doing any complicated math at all in Keno.cpp, but exclusively using the functions that you have already made. Again, this is for Keno.cpp in Lab 6.